Well, good morning, and welcome to Let's Play, where we play games in my Steam and GOG library. So what have I chosen to play for this week? Well, I have chosen this game called Mutropolis. Now, this game came out in February of 2021, and it's by Pirita Studio, and published by Application Systems Heidelberg. It's a billed as a casual indie adventure, and it is on the Steam store for $19.99, though I am pretty sure I either got it in Humble Choice or as part of some Humble Bundle, because I know I didn't pay 20 bucks for it. Now, I've never opened this game before. I don't know the first thing about it, except what I've seen in a promo video. So, let's get started. New game. Act 1. Discovering.
The Earth. Charming, isn't it? Very hard to leave when the big cataclysm happened nearly 3 millennia ago. The survivors fled to Mars. That's where I was born. And now, in the year 5000, we have come back. The adventurers, the academics, the archaeologists.
Oh, it's a little bit on the loud
We're
side.
here to solve the mysteries of this lost world.
Okay, so right off the bat we have some very lovely graphics.
These mushrooms are so small. I should leave them be. Site markers, hefty crates, theodolite in a can. I don't need this stuff today.
Okay. Oh, shit, we're knocking stuff over. Box.
I'm an experienced archaeologist. I'm not going to remove a relic just like that.
The toolbox.
It's password protected. Perhaps I can guess it. Let's try 00000000. Wrong. What are the chances?
Okay. Sonic shovel.
Broken. Again. Probably Total in one of his moods.
Okay.
How's the expedition going?
Henry, just let me check. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. What was the question again?
So, we can ask, have you found any interesting artifacts? What are you working on? How's Total? And you wouldn't know the password for the toolbox.
You wouldn't know the password for the toolbox.
I knew yesterday's password, but the twins change it every day.
Have you found any interesting artifacts?
Yes, a beautiful statue and a pair of vases. Luke says they could be more than 3,000 years old.
3,000 years old? You mean they're pre-cataclysmic? Total must be thrilled. The last time we found something this old, the Vice Dean took credit for the discovery while Total went to get champagne.
Well, he's still not happy. He's been grumbling all morning. So stay on his good side, okay?
Okay.
2880.
2880. Logged. Sorry, what were you saying?
What are you working on?
What are you working on?
I'm logging the data Luke's gathering, and Micro is helping Max plumb the depths of the fissure. To tell you the truth, Henry, I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't want to mess up the first time Total takes me on an expedition.
Cheer up, Carlotta. You couldn't do more damage than Total usually does himself.
In 92, he got trapped inside a Sardinian sarcophagus he was studying.
We found him, fast asleep, hugging the mummy.
Really? Total told me you were the one who got trapped, and that he saved your life with his bare hands.
What? He tried to convince me it was Cobra. He said she got locked in with a bunch of venomous snakes. And he saved her using a tin opener.
Good
Me?
grief.
I was the one who noticed he was missing.
Good old Total. He likes to play the hero, but if he hadn't got stuck in that sarcophagus, we never would have found the inscription on the lid. How's Total?
Oh, I don't know. He spent all day muttering at the far end of the site. I offered to help earlier, but he asked me to leave because I was breathing too loud.
What's all that yammering about? Back to work, everybody!
See you later.
I'll be here if you need anything. I'm really glad I finally got to come out on a dig.
Alright, so here's
Is
Luke.
everything okay?
If these readings are accurate, more than okay, Henry. The latest finds are 2 or 3 millennia old. We could be onto something big here.
Alright.
Sorry, Henry, I have to read the locator. 2, 4, 3, 8, 8, 9, 6.
2438896. Logged.
If you need anything, let me know.
How come the toolbox is
How come the
locked?
toolbox is locked?
We always lock up the kit when we're in the field. Standard practice.
I need some tools. Do you know the code?
Kind of. It's a lot of numbers to remember every day, so Micro and I remember half each. I know the first 4 numbers, and Micro knows the rest. You want me to write them down for you?
Don't bother. I have a photographic memory. I don't need to write them down.
It's up to you. The password is 5657.
5657. Logged.
No, Colada. That wasn't a reading.
Oh, but it's already been logged.
Let me see that.
I'd better leave them alone.
5657.
Hi, Micro. Can I help?
Sorry, Henry. I need to focus on Max. He's pretty deep into the hole.
I could hold the rope for a while.
I can't pass you the rope. This requires maximum concentration. I can't let go until I'm sure Max has landed safely at the bottom.
But... it's so dark down there. Max is so brave. How will you know when he's on solid ground?
I don't know how I'll know. That's why I'm holding on.
What if you cramp up? That position doesn't look too comfortable.
I'm a professional. The key is to stay focused and to wiggle your toes a little.
Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. I have to help Max until he gets to the bottom of the hole.
But you can't see anything down there.
Okay.
The one in the middle is my backpack. Here's my geological chronometer. Could be useful. And somewhere around here... Hey! Where's my trowel? Did someone take my trowel?
Why would I want your trowel?
We didn't take it. I don't even understand why you keep it. It's obsolete. Objectively outmoded.
I can't believe my trowel has disappeared. At least the geological chronometer was in there. I'll need it if I want to know how old something is. It's firmly fixed in the ground. Seriously, I can't pull them up. Cobra,
Dijon.
do you really need to call me by my last name? Okay. Any news?
You're late.
I stayed up working really late last night. Total was sure there was a cross-shaped anomaly on the Chinese vase we found. In the end, it turned out it was just upside down. Never mind. Have you talked with base camp?
I made contact this morning.
Would you mind asking them? I'd like to know if they need anything.
Situation update, PJ. They say they're fine, Dijon. They're always fine.
You don't seem too busy.
You're right. Should I be more like you, wandering around aimlessly looking at stuff?
No, you should stay where you are. The lighting in this part of the cave enhances your natural scowl. Shouldn't you be cataloguing the latest finds?
Don't insult me, Dijon. You don't need an archaeology degree to do grunt work. Let Carlotta do it.
Carlotta's busy.
Then you can do it. You don't look busy.
This is why you and I don't talk more.
Dang. What made you want to become an archaeologist?
What made you want to become an archaeologist? You don't seem very excited by the work.
The rest of you get way too excited. I'm good at this job, Dijon, and it pays well.
But why archaeology? You could make more money as a security cop.
Honestly, I thought archaeology would involve more action. At least it gave me a chance to leave Mars.
I always thought you'd be good in the army.
Yeah, me too. They wanted me to cut my hair.
Yeah, they're pretty old-fashioned. And on top of that, wait a second. Are we having a friendly chat?
No way. Stop trying to butter me up, Dijon.
Leave it, Cobra. The magic has gone. You wouldn't happen to have taken my trowel.
I don't care about your trowel.
But have you seen it?
No.
Do you know the password for the toolbox?
No. Now, if you don't mind, I'm very busy.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone.
Finally.
Well, they don't get along too great, do they?
This mushroom looks a little bigger than the rest. I'm going to take it.
Okay, we have some mushrooms.
These mushrooms are so small. I should leave them be.
So there's small mushrooms and there's some big
No
mushrooms.
matter how much, if you must know, they have a sophisticated clamping system that keeps them fixed in place. These mushrooms are so small. I should leave them be.
Okay, so we can't get into the toolbox. There's a broken tool. We have managed to get only 2 items so far. The tool's broken. The box he doesn't want to touch. The toolbox is...
It's empty. Site markers, hefty crates, theodolite in a can. I don't need this stuff today.
Okay, so...
The smell of recently dug up earth gets me emotional. I'd better look away. I don't want to cry.
Okay.
It reminds me of the holes I dug in my mum's flower beds. I always knew I wanted to be an archaeologist.
Alright. Alright, in here.
No, impossible.
Sorry I'm late, Total. I overslept.
Henry, please, don't distract me with such trifles. I must solve this riddle. Days of work and we're still stuck in the wrong chamber.
This chamber is pretty interesting, isn't it?
Do you want to spend the rest of the dig on the wrong side of a door as promising as this?
Well... no. We must be in some kind of antechamber. Our finds have been mostly decorative. And that door, it looks important.
Precisely.
Why don't we just knock through the wall?
No explosives. We can't risk damaging whatever is on the other side. I'll wager this door is hiding something very, very important. There has to be another way. These inscriptions, they're the key, but I can't decipher them. Speak, friend, and enter? No, nothing works.
Speak, friend, and enter. Was that a reference to The Hobbit? I think it was.
I want a closer look at these inscriptions. The markings, they're very crude. I can't be certain, but something tells me these inscriptions aren't really ancient. Maybe Total is wasting his time. I should look for a way to test my hypothesis.
What's that?
Nothing. They're beautiful inscriptions. I better not say anything to Total until I'm sure. The last thing I need is him having a meltdown.
Okay.
I want a closer look at these inscriptions. The markings, they're very crude. I can't be certain, but something tells me these inscriptions aren't really ancient. Maybe Total is wasting his time. I should look for a way to test my hypothesis.
What's that?
Nothing. They're beautiful inscriptions. I better not say anything to Total until I'm sure. The last thing I need is him having a meltdown.
Okay. Alright, so what are we doing now?
The smell of recently dug up earth gets me emotional. I'd better look away. I don't want to cry. I don't need to go back to the camp. They need me at the excavation.
Okay. Anything else over here?
Carlotta. You haven't seen my trowel.
Maybe you left it in your sleeping bag again.
I do not take the trowel to bed with me.
Good. You've learned your lesson.
Oh, God.
See you later.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Is everything okay?
Wait a minute, Henry. I have to read the locator. 4526765.
4526765. Logged.
If you need anything, let me know.
I can't find my trowel.
You used it yesterday to open a beer at base camp.
But where is it now?
I don't know why you don't just dispose of it. It's almost an antique itself.
Exactly. It's a design classic.
Okay.
See you later.
Alright, so.
Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. I have to help Max until he gets to the bottom of the hole.
But you can't see anything down there.
Okay. Alright, so what are we supposed to do?
By the ancient gods, I need to concentrate.
I want a closer look at the markings. I can't be maybe Total. I should look for...
What's that?
No, I better not say. The last thing I need is him.
Okay, so what are we going to do? Okay, pressing the middle.
A geological chronometer. It calculates the age of any object.
Ah, no, that's not what we want to do. Wait a second. Inventory. Look at objects in inventory. Hotspots. Options. English. Spacebar. We'll turn this down a little. Okay.
I want a closer look at these inscriptions. The markings. They're very crude. I can't be certain. Maybe Total. I should look for a...
What's that?
Nothing. I better not say anything to... The last thing I need is...
Okay, so...
No matter how much I keep doing it, if you must know, they have a... No matter how much I keep doing it, if you must know...
Okay, I guess he's going to say that for all of those.
No matter how much I keep doing, if you must know, they have a...
Okay. Mushrooms.
These mushrooms are so small. I should leave them be. It reminds me of the holes I dug in my mum's... I always knew...
Okay. What else can I interact with here? We've interacted with that and that. That. We've interacted with the science junk in the toolbox. We only have half of the toolbox code, which is 5657. Butterflies.
They're fluttering around an opening in the cave ceiling. I can see the blue sky.
Okay. Okay. Well, we can access the inventory by scrolling up and down. Wow, I mean, this game is it's more like a puzzle game.
Broken again.
He said he didn't...
I don't need to go back to the... They need me.
Okay, so he says he doesn't need to go back to the camp.
It's empty. It's empty.
Alright, so what are we supposed to do? We've talked to everybody. We found out everything we possibly can. And the only thing to interact with here is the door. And it says the same thing every time. This is actually a bit more challenging than I was expecting.
Fluorescent fungus.
Fluorescent fungus, that's all he says about it. Okay.
I'd better...
Yeah. See, that's all he says about that.
I'm an experienced archaeologist. I'm not going to remove a relic just like that. I still need half...
Still need half a password. Which you won't get until this guy is done. So what do we have to do to get him moving faster?
No matter how much... If you must...
Yeah. And every light, he says the same thing.
Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk.
But you can't see anything down...
So, you can't see anything down there. Wait a second.
It reminds me of the holes I always knew I wanted to be...
Wait a second.
Watch out for falling mushrooms, Max! Damn, I've hit him on the head.
Illuminated hole.
Max is working. Max is working. You can see the bottom of the hole now.
Yes, Max made it down in one piece. Whew.
Shouldn't you have some kind of radio contact with Max?
We do, but I left the receiver in my other suit.
I can't find my trowel.
I don't recall seeing it. Ask Luke. He's the one who inherited a good memory from someone.
Micro, I need the password for the toolbox.
Well, don't tell Luke, but I didn't memorize it. I wrote it on a piece of paper. Luke takes password security real seriously. Let me see. 7823, but that's just the last 4 numbers. Luke will remember the rest. I better get back to watching Max. No, Max, put the copper light down.
Now I have the full password. Micro, I need the password for the
Okay, so
toolbox.
I already
5657.
told you my part of the password. Did you forget already?
No, don't worry. I have a photographic memory.
You got the recall implant. Neato.
I'll leave you alone. Let's see. Done! Most of the tools must be in use. There must be something useful in amongst these supplies. Ah! Aqua dentata. Water with bite. There are a few supplies left in the toolbox, but I already took some aqua dentata. It's empty.
Okay. So the mushroom lit up the hole, which I
want a closer look at the markings. I can't be certain. Maybe total is waste. I should look for a way to...
What's that?
Nothing. I better not's the last thing I...
By the ancient gods, I need to concentrate.
Okay, so now what? Okay. What did I pick up? Aqua dentata.
Aqua dentata. From the equipment box. It's a potent solvent.
A solvent. Okay. I don't think that's going to work on the door. We could try it.
The aqua dentata would probably dissolve the rock, but it would also destroy Total's inscriptions.
Okay. So we don't want to do that there. This rubble, maybe?
There's not enough to dissolve that.
Okay, so not that. I don't think we want to... Don't think we want to dissolve the people. Well, except maybe her. Except I think he actually likes her. I don't know why. But I do think he does like her.
These mushrooms are so small. I should leave them be. I don't want to commit fungicide.
Fungicide? Really? I don't think that's gonna work for that either.
I could corrode the spade, but then I wouldn't have a spade, or any aqua dentata.
So I need the aqua dentata for something, I just don't know what.
I'm an experienced archaeologist. I'm not going to remove a relic just like that.
Four, 5, 2, 6, 7, 6, 5.
4526765. Logged.
I can't find my trowel.
You used it yesterday to open a beer at base camp.
But where is it now?
I don't know why you don't just dispose of it. It's almost an antique itself.
Exactly, it's a design classic. See you later.
Now will they let me go to the entrance or no?
I don't need to go back to the camp. They need me at the excavation.
Nope. Okay. So...
Let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. According to these readings, the door is no more than 500 years old. That's way more modern than our other finds. It can only mean one thing. The ancient door is covered in some kind of clay sediment, and the inscriptions, they must be more recent than the door. Someone carved them onto the clay. The real door must be sealed under the surface.
Okay. Well, that's at least progress. Wait, should we tell Tobal?
Total, I've dated the door and it's less than 500 years old.
Sorry?
I think the real door is buried under a layer of clay.
But what about the inscriptions?
The inscriptions must be recent too, maybe even less than 100 years old.
Supreme squid, are you sure?
I used my geological chronometer. Didn't you think of that?
I was getting round to it, but they seemed so ancient. Perhaps I should have been more skeptical. How do you explain the inscriptions then?
I think they might not be inscriptions. I think they're gratings.
Well, this could be good news. Do you think you can clear a way through the door?
I'll try. What are you expecting to find behind this door?
I think we're looking at pre-cataclysmic remains here, Henry.
Pre-cataclysmic? That seems optimistic.
We need a little optimism in this job.
Any idea how we can get through the door?
Now that we know the inscriptions are not of value, we need some kind of solvent to soften the clay and a tool to work it loose.
A tool like my trowel?
I was thinking of something more modern, like a thermal pick or a nano detonator. But yes, if it makes you happy, I suppose your crummy old trowel would do.
Any idea how we can get through the door?
Some kind of solvent.
A tool like... Any idea how we can...
Some kind of solvent.
A tool like...
I was thinking...
About
the inscriptions.
Yes, they're not really ancient, I know.
I was just going to say...
Spit it out.
It's just that you seem so absorbed in deciphering them.
Nonsense. Anyway, there's no reason to go blabbing to the others about this. Let's keep it between us, shall we?
I'm worried. I think I've lost my trowel.
Your trowel? I saw it inside the binocular case, near the rubble.
Are you sure?
Well, at first I thought it was my trowel, but then I remembered I don't use a trowel because it's the 50th century, so it must have been yours.
When did you see the trowel in the binocular case?
I'd just finished my morning checklist, so it couldn't have been later than 10, but when I went back at 11 o'clock, the binocular case had disappeared. I remember because I saw Cobra chewing gum.
That's weird. Cobra never chews gum before her 11:15 workout.
Precisely. That's why I checked the time. By 11 o'clock, the binoculars were already gone.
Somebody must have moved them. I'll look in the rubble. There must be some trace. Don't worry. I'll find a way to open that door.
Okay, so we need to find his trowel.
Footprints. Interesting. I can make out indentations from the binocular case and heel marks.
Heel marks?
Interesting. I can make out indentations from the binocular case and heel marks. Carlotta, where were you between 10 and 11 this morning?
Sorry?
Total witnessed the binocular case over by the rubble around 10, but an hour later, it was gone.
Binocular case.
I think my trowel was in the binocular case, and I noticed heel marks around there from your heels, Carlotta.
Henry, are you accusing me of something?
I'm just asking questions, Mom.
Fine, let me think. Yes, I saw the case. It was lying in the rubble and I thought it might get lost, so I gave the case to Micro.
What time was that?
Around 11, I think. No, I'm sure. because Micro was downloading data from the base computer and he got an electric shock. The computer clock stopped at exactly 10:55, the time I gave him the case. So Micro must have your trowel, but if it's in the binocular case, he wouldn't know that.
I'll talk to him. Don't leave town, okay?
Okay.
See you later.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Luke, Micro.
Where were you between 11 and 12 this morning? I have witnesses that saw you handling the binocular case at 11. My trowel was in that case.
Damn it, Henry. Some mysteries are best left buried.
You must know where the binocular case ended up. I'm sure you didn't mean to do anything wrong. I just want my trowel. I won't rest until I find it.
I don't have the case. Luke is very strict when it comes to equipment. He'd go nuts if I lost a piece of kit. I've said too much.
J'accuse, Micro. Carlotta told me everything. You can't hide it any longer. Come clean.
All right. But don't judge me. Promise you won't tell anyone.
My lips are sealed. I just want my trowel.
Okay then. When Carlotta gave me the binocular case, I saw something shiny inside. I swear I didn't know it was your trowel, but I realized the binoculars weren't in there. Luke is so damn strict about us losing things. I knew he'd be mad about it. There was nothing I could do except get rid of the case.
Are you telling me you destroyed my trowel?
I hid the case in the rocks near the cave entrance.
Thanks, Micro. I promise I won't tell Luke anything.
You're a good friend.
I'll leave you alone.
The rocks by the... Oh, rocks.
Micro said he hid the binocular case among the rocks near the entrance. I'm getting close. I better look around. No sign of the case or of my trowel. Wait a second. There's a puddle of water here and over there. That's chewing gum. What did Total say about chewing gum?
Oh my god. This is actually kind of fun.
Cobra. Well, Cobra. Thought you gotten away with it?
Are you playing detective again? Didn't you end up getting a dead leg last time?
Yes, you may have given me a dead leg, but this time I'm ready for you.
Go on then.
Where were you just after 11 this morning?
I was doing my daily workout. Unlike you, I like to keep in shape.
I have to get her to confess.
Intimidate her, overwhelm her with evidence, or use reverse psychology. Let's try reverse psychology.
Morning workout, eh? Sounds like thirsty work.
Keeping hydrated isn't a crime.
Of course not. However, there was no water on site, right? So you had to go back to base camp. And when you approached the cave entrance, you found the binocular case.
So what if I did?
I'm looking for it.
Why didn't you just say so?
Because I thought you would lie about it. You usually do.
I do love to lie, true.
I
Okay.
don't need you to tell me where it is. I can tell just by looking at your face.
What?
You're a good liar, but a bad poker player.
And what's that got to do with anything?
You get nervous easily.
Enough mind games, Dijon.
Where is she looking?
Cobra. So, you confess that you took the binoculars.
Sure, and I also confess that I don't remember where I left them.
I don't need you to tell me where they are. I can tell just by looking at your face.
Go away and don't play your mind games with me.
She keeps looking over here. Okay.
No matter how much I keep doing it, if you must know, they have a sophisticated...
That just goes here.
It's empty now. The geological chronometer was in it, and my trowel should have been in there too.
Okay.
I've got it!
What?
Your hands. They're covered in fluorescent dust. I didn't see it until you got nervous and started moving.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't need to say anything, Cobra. This morning, you hid my trowel in the binocular case and buried it in the rubble, hoping it would be lost, no doubt. And it would have been if Carlotta hadn't stumbled upon it. Later, when you saw the case near the entrance, you knew your plan had failed. You decided to hide it again, this time among the mushrooms. That's why your hands are completely covered in luminous mushroom spores. Cobra, Cobra, Cobra. All this effort just to annoy me.
I don't know what you're talking about. Also, it took hardly any effort.
Huh.
Maybe in among this bunch of mushrooms. No, it's not here. I suppose Cobra wouldn't hide it so close to her. No sign of the trowel.
Okay. Well, there are several spots with mushrooms, so let's check them. That one, maybe?
My trowel! Another case solved by Detective Dijon. Cobra. I'll leave you alone.
Finally.
Okay, so we have his trowel. And we have the solvent. So let's start with the solvent.
Let's see. It's working. The clay has softened, but I still can't remove it with my hands. I need a precision tool to remove it. I need my trowel. This should work. The clay comes off easily. Let's see what's underneath. Incredible! It has a handle.
Open it, Henry. Open it.
We can see what's behind this door at last. The door's open, Total. It's very dark. We need lanterns.
We can't waste any more time. Come on, kids. Let's go, Henry. You first.
You first.
By the supreme squid, this is brilliant.
What is it?
It's an ancient mural, Carlotta. This is the real deal.
It's incredible. Perfectly preserved.
This discovery will change history.
I'm going to date it. $3,000 old.
It's pre-cataclysmic?
Of course it's pre-cataclysmic. Don't you see?
See what? It just says Trop.
Mutropolis.
Exactly.
The place you were telling me about.
Total's lost city.
Are you sure about this, Professor? We've been wrong before.
It's more than a hunch this time, Cobra.
So this is Mutropolis. Seems kind of small and dingy.
This isn't the city, Carlotta. It's just a clue showing the way.
Exactly.
So, are you gonna go look for it? Can I
Yeah.
come too?
Carlotta,
The
Mutropolis
Statue of
probably doesn't
Liberty.
exist outside of Total's imagination.
It's Atlantis. It's El Dorado. A city concealing treasures more than 200 million years old.
200
It's New York City.
million?
Relics from a time when the world was populated by monsters. They were called Dinotaurs.
I thought they were just bedtime stories.
The legends say their bones lie in Mutropolis, and that's all they are. Legends.
Oh.
It is hard to believe a place like Mutropolis really existed.
Enough skepticism already. Archaeology is about curiosity.
It would be a sight to see.
I thought... Cobra, what are you doing?
Me? Nothing.
Let me go.
Total, what's going on? Are you okay?
Who turned out the lights?
Go.
What? Ouch!
Henry?
Careful.
They're over here.
Quick, they're getting away. After them.
Where's Henry?
He must be chasing them.
Carlotta, watch out! Stay close to me. Carlotta?
Damn it, run!
Uh-oh. And the only person left is your little guy.
But no. No, 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 no. Where did... I thought I saw... a giant dog? Hello? Must have just been a weird-looking stalactite. I need to calm down. Breathe, Henry. Breathe. It's Micro's flashlight. I have to find the others. It's Micro's flashlight. I have to find the others. I think it's my blood. I don't have the strength to climb up. The mural has been extracted. The path is blocked by a cave-in.
Okay. So that was, unexpected.
They look like reptilian tracks. If only earth frogs could talk.
I would not have been surprised at this point if that frog said something.
There are marks in the sand, like someone dragged a wheelbarrow. These rocks came from the ceiling, not the mural. I wonder how they extracted it. There's no trace of explosives, and the rupture looks clean.
I think the orange one saw us.
It does not matter. We have the old man.
You are despicable.
6,000 years. 6,000 years you were in charge. Now it is my turn, sister.
You murdered Osiris.
The pleasure was all mine.
Then you must go on alone. I will not support you.
Good news at last.
Okay.
Are you alright, Carlotta?
I think so. What about you, Cobra?
They jumped me from behind. Cowards.
They've taken Total.
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you're safe.
I saw Total being bundled onto a spaceship.
Link and PJ got it just like we did. A surprise attack on base camp.
Cobra, notify headquarters. We have to call the security cops.
Act 2, Total is the key. Okay, so we managed to get through Act 1. And actually, this is
Do you think they'll demand a ransom? At least that would tell us Total's okay.
I guess the Securicops are watching the university.
No, they've already left.
So soon? Have they searched Total's office?
No, but they've secured statements from the entire staff.
We could help them. There has to be some clue at the university.
We all care about Total, but...
We have to investigate, Luke.
You're right. You're right. I'll search the security camera footage. I'll examine everything Total did before we embarked on the expedition.
Perfect. You check the cameras and I'll search his office.
Maybe we'll find something to make sense of this madness.
Total's office is next door. There must be some clue there.
Alright, so how do we save? Because I did read the reviews and somebody said something about it being annoying to save. Load save game. Load/save. So, save. Okay. Alright, so we have saved. And next time, we'll see how much further we can get. But this is a pretty interesting game so far. Until next time, bye for now.